Welcome to Wanderlust Rebirth. Now, I bet you're asking yourself, what is Wanderlust Rebirth? And if you don't know, then you obviously haven't been paying attention. It came out a year ago, and it's just come out on Steam, which is the reason for why we're doing a little video on it, just to see if it is worth the money that, they're charging for it on Steam. So it's an online action arcade RPG that has co-op single player and is meant to be in the style of the old kind of RPGs that you would see on SNES and NES and Game Boy and that kind of stuff. Think Chrono Trigger or anything else. So, given that this is an RPG and Fluke is, well, terrible at these kind of things, I of course have someone else here as well. Hi, Serge.
Hi, Dave. And it looks like we're already being attacked.
Well, we're dead.
Oh, fantastic. Great start.
Right. So, this isn't the first level. This is just after the first chapter. The reason for that being that we wanted to jump into the game a little bit further on than, normally we would, is we're only going to be here for about 10 minutes. We wanted to show you a little bit of the game rather than the tutorial stuff. Now, one of the features that the game does have is if you die in an area, if you revive, the area gets wiped. Everything dies and then you continue on. This is because it affects your score at the end of the chapter, and that determines how much points you get for leveling up your character. It's essentially your leveling. Now, moving between areas is done by this. You move, you press space, you then get some quick... Oh, spiders!
Just a random encounter between areas. Dude,
what is your opinion on the random encounter style of doing it, Serge?
I like the idea, but I think it could be a bit better. It just seems, so far, it just seems to be walk to this area, kill a load of dudes, walk to this area, kill another load of dudes. It just seems to be kind of a bit too mechanical, really. I mean, fighting
good
people
idea,
is all good.
Fails in execution, then.
I'd say so, yeah.
I mean, the actual areas, once you've done with these, are a little bit bigger, and there's normally story in them and everything else. But it just seems to be that those areas... I mean, to get from... you can't see it, Serge, but I'm hovering over it with my blue reticle of doom.
Ooh.
From there, the main village that we started after the first chapter, down to here was about 3-4 random encounters. I mean, thankfully, this one's only 2. But 4 gets really repetitive.
Yeah, it was getting quite old quite quickly, killing the same balls. Over and over and over again.
And as you saw on those 2, we were killing spiders again. We better make camp before we head east. We have a long journey ahead. This is one of the other things. In the tutorial, it's kind of jokey and filled with a little bit of humour. But after you get...
It seems to kind of shift a lot in terms of feel. It goes from serious to jokey to just a little bit bland, I suppose. Some of the writing's a little bit just samey.
Well, it's a case of the audio is very much proper, is the only way I can think of it. It's very stiff. It's a case of, you are the hero. You are here to do good things. Are you going to fight? Yes, I am going to fight. It's that kind of thing. So, this is the character point system. So you just saw that we ended a chapter, which means that depending on how well we do, we get points, which are our character points, and then we can upgrade stuff. Now, I'm playing the Elementalist. Serge, what class are you playing?
I'm playing the Warrior.
Now, on top of those 2, there's also the Alchemist and Cleric that you can also play, and each one has different mechanics working for them. I'll show you the rune system of the Elementalist in a moment. But this is how you level up. So you've got your toughness, endurance, and focus, which are your 3 main basic stats. Are they the same for you, Serge?
Yeah, I've got those 3 stats as well. But then I've got different skills to you. I can't learn fancy things like Fireball and Armageddon. Very much looking forward to seeing that one later on, Dave.
Yeah, Armageddon with 980 character points for level 1, and then Meteor, Iced Elemental, Blizzard, Spike, Vinyl, Golem, Chain Lightning, Wisp.
There's a lot of spells for you to learn then.
There is, and each one has a few levels. I mean, it's a fairly in-depth system in regards to, well, how deep it is, but not in regard to how complex it is. It's fairly simple, but I mean, for like toughness, endurance, and focus, there's what, 9, 10 levels for each of those. And then for each of my spells, there's 3 levels per spell. And there are, let me just count them, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. 21 spells.
Ah. Oh, that's quite good. I don't get near that many skills. I think I've only got about 6. Maybe that's
Yeah.
just because of my class, but...
Well, I have this interesting rune system. So let's go ahead and we'll put a point into Dragon Breath. There we go. Engulf your enemies in flame. Evoke fire force. So let's continue. Now, see, there's the retry option if you want to actually, go through the chapter again and try to improve your score. If you do get 100% chapter completion, you get bonus character points. It's a long way to the castle. Hopefully we can get there without too much trouble. Now I'm just going to show you the rune system. So this is the rune system, and how it works is you essentially draw lines between the runes. But you'll notice that if I draw up, I get shock. If I draw down, I get nothing. And if I press P, I can actually look up the skills. So Dragon Breath is green, yellow, pink. Let's actually try doing this. So green, yellow, pink. There we go. Dragon Breath. So now I should have Dragon Breath.
Crikey.
And then you'll notice that I have another spell equipped, which if I press shift, I get that. So that's kind of my thing, is I can cast 2 spells. What about you, Serge?
I get to use the arrow keys, and I get a skill that I can equip at the up arrow, which is my battle cry at the moment. I haven't got a skill for the left arrow yet, but I've got the down arrow, which is my basic attack, and I've got the right arrow, which is a block, which will allow me to guard. Now, you don't have a block, Dave, do you?
No, this is one of the other mechanics. Oh, geez. So here we go. We're going to have 4 random encounters. So let's... Don't look at me. You said your dog could lead us back to the group. Now we're going to miss out on the ambush. Oh, nerds. We're going to miss out on the raping and pillaging.
Oh, damn. Shouldn't have drunk so much mead last night.
You're supposed to be the lead. You got us lost. It's not my fault. Weren't there 3 of us? Oh, jeez. It's like a inept bandit tournament. He's around here somewhere. Well, you're now going to die.
Unfortunately, it seems to be the end for you. So
now this is the other thing. They seem to be set up in rather... I can't... There we go.
They're hiding in the trees, Dave.
Yeah.
Be careful with that fire with all these trees around. Bad might happen.
Forest fire. Hey, Serge. Only who can prevent forest fires?
No, I'm not going to respond to that one.
You have chosen me. The correct answer is you, meaning me.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was like a random encounter area, and I'm not sure if we're going to get anything else, but that's probably the most interesting random encounter area so far. No, here we go.
We haven't had a cutscene before, and now it's back to killing generic spiders. So...
Yeah. A lot of them, though. To be fair, like they
God,
are quite
everywhere.
Oh god, I'm dead. You're dead, Serge.
Oh god, they're everywhere. Ah! Oh, I'm dead. I got eaten.
Okay, I'm gonna click retry on that one. So, while they may be generic, apparently they dislike being called generic to the point of whooping our ass.
Yeah. Oh, and we have to do all of these random encounters again. This seems a bit...
So, can you tell us more about the price then, Serge?
You can pick up this game on Steam for a $5, and for that $5 you get 4 classes with male and female variants. You get 15 bosses, 44 new enemies.
Yeah.
The campaign, single player, multiplayer modes, which you use direct IP to connect to. They don't have any official servers, I don't think.
Nope.
And yeah, it just seems to be that.
There's some other difficulties as well.
Oh yeah, there's the extra difficulties. I'm quite looking forward to getting onto some of the hard difficulties, like the epic difficulty, I think it's called, where everything hits really hard.
I don't have this time. Ow, ow. Ah, get the spider queen boss thing away from me.
I'm a little preoccupied, Dave.
I'm gonna die.
I'm gonna die as well. Crikey.
Okay, let's have one more go at this. So,
alright.
actually, I'm gonna equip spell. Give me a sec. There we go. Dragon Breath. And
You were saying about the... I forgot what you were saying about.
Saying about the difficulties and stuff, and the game seems to have a... It seems to be focused around co-op and the kind of replayability aspect. I mean, the chapters are set up so that you go through them again. It's like, if you want to level your character, you go through the chapters again to get the best score, to get the best CP.
The gold medal.
Yeah. Which I don't have an issue with. My issue is the fact that this feels very kind of generic. And I'm not meaning that in a bad way. I mean, the characters seem okay, and the crafting system, which before we move out of this area, we'll take a quick, like, mention of.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, the kind of the speech, all of that, you know, the speech, the crafting system, the inventory system, the leveling up system, all of that is very standard. It's what you would expect. Yeah. So let's just take a look at the equipment screen. So you don't actually have to deal with your big ugly blue cursor, but I do. So ugh. No. So how it works is you use the keys to get around, which makes it instantly feel rather awkward. And you have gems so you can augment weapons and stuff. You can augment your slots. And you have like the training weapon you see there, but then you've got these. This is a recipe, and how it works is once you have a recipe, you can then make the item that it tells you, which is the Luminous Armor of Earth. And I can make it with spores and onyx. Now, I don't actually have any spores or onyx, but how it would work is I would press space, I would then press up to go to craft, and then I would collect all the things I need by pressing space on them, and then I would click, and it would create my item. Now, if I hold over the weapon, you'll see that I can equip that, or I can move, swap, or discard. That's how it's meant to work, but I don't have the items required, which to me seems like a bit of a clunky system. It's easy enough to get around, isn't it, Serge? But it's rather...
Yeah, it's easy enough to get around, but I had a go with it in the tutorial, and it's actually...
It's a lot of clicks.
There's a lot of clicking to do something very basic. As basic as collecting a load of items and put them all in one place and pressing a confirm.
Right. Let's do this. Now this time, you stand and tank, and I'll stand behind you and flame everything.
Oh, God. You know what happens when we try and organise, Dave? It never works. Oh god, I'm covered in spiders. Do something! Do something!
I'm killing them.
I'm dead. Run, Dave. Be the hero. Be the hero we need. And maybe not the one we deserve.
I'm gonna die from poison.
You've run off the screen from me. Oh god. All I can hear is you flailing, struggling against the spider horde.
No, no, no. Check it, Serge!
Kiting.
I am mighty. I am mighty. We have succeeded.
Mightier than me, it seems.
So, the game to me, for £5, as long as you've got a friend or two to play this with, it feels like it may be worth picking up if you're after an RPG. If you're after a single player experience, there's definitely better RPGs out there for the same kind of price.
There are RPGs out there for a single player experience, but for a co-op game for £5,
oh Jesus!
You can't really. I don't see how you can go wrong, really. Like, pick up a few friends, kill a load of spiders.
Serge, where are you? Ow!
Getting killed as always.
Ow! 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 Ow!
I'm dead again.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Ah, we're both dead. We obviously need to get Fluke or Kilarik in on this one.
Let's just revive and continue. We'll take the wussy option out of this one. So difficulty-wise, it seems quite challenging. I mean, me and you are both out of everyone in Elden 3. Me and you are definitely the kind of guys that are like, if I'm not bleeding, then it's not good enough.
Definitely, yeah.
And this seems to this is giving me and you a bears.
Bears.
This definitely... Ow, that bear nearly killed...
This definitely satisfies that challenge urge that we've been looking for out of games for quite some time.
Yeah. Okay, so let's, like...
Let's sum this up, shall we?
Can we kill one of these bears and get some health back?
I hope so. Oh, I'm dead.
The bear trapped me in a corner, Serge.
This is going to need some practice.
So this to me, like, I just like the fact that if we click retry, we have to do the entire thing.
Yeah. So
I mean, you give me the option to revive and continue so that I can kind of get past this without having to do it, and then it also affects my character score.
Experience.
But yeah, but why not Like, if my character score is already diminished from missing one, why not let me just retry this individual one? I understand to some degree why they're not allowing you to, because it's like, you know, you get perfect or you don't. And it's a case of, okay, but allow me to, like, keep trying on this specific one to work out the tactics for this specific one, rather than having to dick with spiders.
Yeah.
So, sum it up then, Serge. What's your overall opinion of this?
My overall opinion is it's an alright RPG that's gonna be good fun with a couple of friends, and yeah, it's just a nice, cheap thrill to play with your friends on at a weekend. You know, and you're bored, a couple of hours on this. You know.
To me, it seems like Yeti Trunk, the guys who made it, for a first game, they've done all right. But
oh yeah, for a first game, this is a very good attempt.
I'd say it's solid, but it's not anything fantastic.
Yeah, there's nothing truly special about it, but that's kind of good in a way. They're not really trying to go out there to make this brand new RPG experience. You know, they're keeping to the roots. They're keeping it nice and simple.
Yeah, I mean, it's got 65 awards and 30 Steam achievements. It's got the story mode. It's got the survival mode in both single and multiplayer, but I can't see myself playing the single player at all.
No.
I can...
Unless I was really bored.
Yeah, I can see myself. There are so many other RPGs out there that I could play on my own if I wanted to. That I could pick up for now for a $5. I'm pretty sure you could pick up like Witcher or Two Worlds or Oblivion or any of those for like a $5 if you're after an old RPG. And, you know, you could even go further back than that. I mean, how you got things like Cthulhu Saves the World. You know, in regards to style, they're a lot older, but they're fairly newer. And the Penny Arcade Precipice of Darkness, third RPG as well.
Oh, yeah.
So there are definitely like competitors out there that I believe could give you a different option. But if this looks like your kind of thing, if you played all those and you're an RPG-aholic, then it's a solid RPG.
Yeah, you can't really go wrong.
Yeah, but you can always do better. I think that's a fair statement to say.
That's a nice summation right there.
Okay, so from myself and Serge, if you have any questions, queries, or comments, leave them down
below.
And I hope you've enjoyed Serge being in this video. What with Fluke being terrible at RPGs, I thought I'd bring Serge in on this one. If you did like Serge being here and you thought he had some valid stuff to say, drop us a comment. Let us know. He'll appear in more stuff. If you hated him, let us know and we'll get rid of him. But from myself and Serge, we will catch you for the next video. Peace.
Goodbye.